And hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another setting of Rage Across New York, Living World of Darkness. As this morning, Simon is he had breakfast with a couple of kin folks. Now they finished breakfast. They kind of just singing around, dancing around, having fun. There's a few kids there. He's kind of dancing with the kids, dancing with the adults. Just a few people having fun. They're dancing to I would walk 500 miles. And so she's like dancing with a kid, with the children, which is something that I'm not sure, but I'm not sure if Jason has seen too much, people just taking it back right in the set. But Simon is dancing and he sees the new guy that's kind of wandering around set, I guess.
That's a relatively accurate description, yes. There's a lot of wandering, kind of aimless and confused looking.
Yeah. Simon will kind of pat whichever kid he's with and say to the mother and the father that he'll be right back and leave the little group he's with and kind of jog, a quite relaxed jog towards the new guy. Simon, well, till the end of downtime at least, he is kind of looking quite tired. He's got bag under his eyes. He looks a bit worn. And but he looks smiling nevertheless. And he'll just, walk up to the new guy. You're, and he'll tap his head. Jason, right?
Yes.
Pleased to meet you. Simon Faust, grants eternal rest, Unicorn's Fury, born under the full moon, on two legs, Arun, and Foston of the nation. Welcome to the set of New York.
And he kind of just pauses and looks really awkward for a second and just... Is Fostern the one where I show my neck or roll over on the ground? I'm still trying to get these straight.
I'm 2 ranks above you. And
that's a rollover on the ground,
yeah,
then.
And he'll nod.
Which he will kind of get down and do so, but the facial expression is just I feel like a moron. This is dumb.
Yeah, he'll look quizzically. I'm told it feels quite weird for someone who hasn't grown up knowing. But you can get up. It's all good.
Thank you. Yeah, it's not something normal humans do.
Yeah,
but I guess I'm not a normal human anymore.
Not really. But yeah, I grew up knowing. I grew up on a set, although not this set. One very, very far away.
How far away?
Have you heard of New Caledonia? By the way, yeah, Simon has a French accent.
I don't think I've ever been there.
It's a French island in the Pacific.
I have definitely never been there.
He'll smirk. Oh, good. Yeah, I thought I'd get to know you. I'm part of your den mother's pack. I'm Arun. And he'll look at him, which means my job is to.
Oh, you're a fighter?
Ah, see, you're getting the hang of this.
Except that we're all fighters, so I was a little confused on the distinction.
You'll think, let's say we're all fighters, but when it comes to, well, have you learned to use your powers yet?
I mean, I can shape Shapeshift?
Oh, I guess you're. But yeah, we learn to do extra stuff that, well, some of it is and he'll think some of it is kind of attached to how we are born. So I guess for you and me, it's more connected to being human and trying to connect, having a balance between being human and being a wolf, trying to stay in the city for some powers, and some of it is more helping us helping us get in touch with our wild side, because without our powers, well, we're much more human than we are wolf. Some powers are connected to our tribe, which, well, you'll get one eventually, and some powers are connected to our auspice. So when we're Aryan, we'll have powers that help us fight. For example, I have a power that make my claws sharper. It hurts a lot, and they're also easier to makes it easier to use than normal claws.
What kind of powers do? And he stops, reaches into his back pocket, and pulls out a notebook and flips through it. Philodox have. Closes the notebook back up, puts it back in his pocket.
I'm not exactly sure, but I know there's one that tells you if someone is telling the truth or if they're lying.
That would be handy.
Yeah, it's all about
Definitely.
helping you judge people, helping you if they're telling the truth, and helping you place that judgment, place the punishment upon them. That's as far as I know. I'm sorry. I'm more concerned. I know a lot more about
that makes sense, though. So we're all werewolves.
Think of it as, have you ever played role-playing games like D&D?
Not really. I used to play WoW.
Well, I'm not sure. Can you get a second class in WoW?
No.
Okay, so some games you can get a second class. So think of werewolves as we're all warriors, and then we can get a second class. So for you, it's, I guess, judge. And for me, it's like I'm a warrior, and my second class is also warrior. And he'll chuckle.
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense, actually.
But then he'll look around.
Yeah.
He'll look towards where the sound is.
Desmond will basically slowly walks up. He is wearing this attire except for the sword part. He'll kind of have like a towel over him. He's been training, and Jason would know that basically he's been running a lot more than he usually do. Basically, since the morning run.
Jason is wearing the exact same T-shirt and blue jeans that he was wearing yesterday, and we'll kind of raise a hand and wave to Desmond.
He'll wave back and smile, and basically, soon as his direction get to like Simon's, he'll basically assume the submission.
He would assume the position.
Yeah, Simon will get down and just tap his neck. You can get up.
And he will raise and basically give Jason a handshake and just nod and just be like, oh, well, I did a lot more running than I usually do, but before I came over here. But yeah,
But yeah, and he'll look to Desmond. Oh, I see you've healed. That's good.
What did you say?
I see you've healed.
Yeah, I healed up quite well. These past few weeks, training and whatnot, and learning about our fair society.
And he'll nod. Yeah. So you two, the two new cubs are Philodoxes. That should.
Yes.
We didn't have too many Philodoxes before. So, how are you liking your new life, Jason?
It's definitely different.
Yeah, I can imagine. You okay?
Me? I'm fine. I guess. Anyway. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm a child of Gaia. I'm not sure if you've heard of or you've learned of the tribes yet.
I've a little bit.
And I'll look to Desmond. Actually, let's see. Desmond, can you tell Jason what you've learned of? Oh, okay. We'll wait a bit. As a parrot, oh, there we go. So look to Desmond. Desmond, can you tell Jason what you know of the children of Gaia?
Well, I've been taught that the children of Gaia are basically those who seek to heal the mother Gaia and also seek resolution through peace and prosperity and through modesty, but also when the time comes, they're willing to do what needs to be done for the restoration and protection of Gaia.
No nod. Yeah, that's the gist of it.
And your totem is the unicorn.
Sorry, what was that?
Your spirit is the unicorn? That's what I wrote down.
Yeah. We follow, as a tribe, we follow unicorn. So we're about protecting the ones who can't protect themselves.
That's good. I like that.
And I'll look to Desmond. So, have you started looking into joining a tribe yet?
I have one that I'm particularly interested in joining.
Oh. Is that something you're willing to share?
That when I do join that tribe, you will know.
And he'll know. Oh, good. Anyways, sorry, just a sec. Anyways, just thought I'd get to, well, know both of you a little bit more. Let's see, let's have a test. And he'll smile. And this one does have a right and wrong answer. This one does have a right answer. What is the best Disney movie? He'll smile.
Jason just gives him this look like, what is wrong with you? Like his face is just like, everyone here is crazy. Disney movie?
Yeah. I mean, come on. Let's unwind a little bit. You don't need to. Well, don't tell this to twice a week. He'll smile, but it's okay to relax once in a while. and just take it back.
Did, I don't think I have one.
Desmond, do you know which is the best Disney movie?
Forgive me for saying, but all my life I've been sports or trying to perfect my skills in school, and just my schooling in general. So I did not have myself the time to watch Disney movies all that much.
How unfortunate. And how small. See, if anyone asks, the right answer is Lion King. Obviously.
Okay, then.
I will make sure when someone asks me that question, Raya, I will say Lion King.
I'll definitely keep it in mind in the future as well.
And he's just smiling for now. Just kind of enjoying the time he's having with the new Cubs.
Jason is just more confused than ever.
And he'll look to Jason. Yeah, Jason, just remember that despite that, I'm sure you've been hearing that we're warriors and that our job is to fight, but it's always good to, when we can, when it's appropriate, to unwind. We don't get many times to do it. So whenever you have a moment that you can just enjoy and lay back, it's good to remember them. I've been telling this. I told this to Desmond not too long ago.
And he just kind of nods.
So well, I know the den mother quite well, but how is Bites the Week treating you?
Same way he treats everyone, I suspect.
Well, he is kind of more. And he'll think, what word should I use? He does have a connection to you as the den father.
What did he say?
He does have like talking about Bites the Week. He'll say he does have a connection to you as the den father.
Oh, talking to me?
I'm talking to both of us, I think.
Oh, talking to Jason or me?
He's talking to both of us. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The den father is training us to be warriors. I can understand his methods.
Well, I understand them.
He'll look at Jason. Either adapt, survive, or you will face your destruction.
Or get my face bitten off. Thank you.
You don't appreciate what's being happened. I understand it will take some time for you to. But you are a soldier, correct? You used to be.
I am.
So you should know how. So you should know how things proceed.
Oh yeah, I know.
We will get stronger.
That is honestly not what I'm worried about.
What are you worried about, brother?
Right now, saying something that gets me in trouble.
Wait. What do you say? Say it again.
Right now, I'm worried about saying something that gets me in trouble. Let's change the subject.
Desmond will give you like a serious look, like it's okay to talk amongst you. I'm here just in case you have anything that you need to say or vent.
I'm good, thank you.
Of course, brother.
So, what do you? I'm sure. Let's just say, I think between the two grandparents, you guys have a good and balance between learning. They're radically different, but it takes two different people so that you are raised right. One of them raises you to know your wild side, your wolf side, and the other one teaches you to understand how to live with humans.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
That sounds right, yes.
Yeah, there. As Arians, as I was saying, we have two classes. One of them is, well, we're warriors, but to go further than that, it means when it comes to battle, we're the leaders. When it comes to fight, at least, we're. And he'll think, yeah, you were saying you were a warrior, right? You were a soldier, right? And he'll look to
Yes.
Jason.
I was.
So, as an Arun, it means it's my job to be the general of sorts when we're fighting.
That makes sense.
So often when we're on a mission, if it's well, if this mission ever gets violent, well, which whoever here is the highest standing Arun is likely to be the one giving orders.
I can see that. It's good to know who's in charge.
If it's who is, well, the one who's in charge of the mission often depends on what kind of mission it is. If it's infiltration, it will most likely be the Ragged Bash. If it's something to do with spirits, it will most likely be the highest standing Theurge. If it's something social, I think that depends. Either the Ragged Bash or the Galliard. Most often the Galliard.
Kind of nods again. Clearly attempting to remember all of this.
It's a lot to remember at first, but you'll get the hang of it.
That's why I've been writing things down.
If you ever need help referencing things, my memory is good, so.
Bites the Week gave me some notes from the old den father, which are I feel like I might have liked him. He's He was a real character.
Indeed.
It's good to listen to both their parents. They've all both got lessons to teach you. And well, there are a few things that they kind of have different opinions to, radically. It's up to you to make your mind on which one you want to follow. And if you are not sure, well, talk to the other people of the sept. They should give you more information, which should help you make your own opinion.
Yeah, I figure we can compare notes after a while. And that'll help.
And how is combat training going?
Hasn't started for me yet.
Investment?
And Desmond basically will have his eyes closed, his arm folded, like he's thinking about something. He'll kind of snap back and just be like, combat training has been going quite well. I've been doubling up on my practice, and also I completed Bites the Week challenge, which was to slay a Bane by myself.
What's a bane?
It is a wormish spirit,
Okay.
corrupted.
Yeah, Banes are spirits of the worm. There's a lot of different enemies you'll learn exist. Banes, spell dances, a lot.
Not that. Yeah, that's usually good advice.
If there's anything, the Sept of the Green is a good sept to grow up on. It's quite lenient. Quite, yeah. It's lenient, it's quite open to people's views. It's not like that on every sept.
So I hear.
I grew up on a sept that was ruled by Get of Fenris. It's a lot more conservative, a lot more, well, based on doing your best, and if you fail, you often get some kind of punishment. It's a lot rougher than here.
Sorry, I know I'm not super sociable right now.
I
do appreciate the information, though.
I'll have a warm smile. It's okay. First changes are never easy, and dealing with that plus getting to know, well, a world that's entirely new to you, a society that's entirely new to you, it must be difficult. At least I knew about the Green Nation. I had lived in the Green Nation my entire life before I changed.
He just kind of nods again and looks sort of, I mean, functionally at a loss for words. There's not a whole lot that he can contribute.
He'll look to them. Sorry, were you about to say something?
Desmond will basically look towards Jason. Move your mind. We can do. We can hit the training dummies. Bag a couple of times.
I wouldn't say no.
He'll smile. That might be interesting. And he'll smile. So, if you want to go right now, I don't mind. Well, I would be interested in seeing how you guys handle yourselves.
He shrugs.
So, training grounds, or you guys want to wait?
No, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. I'm not doing anything else.
They'll go to the training grounds. Simon knows the way. Right. Quite well. I'm sure Desmond knows the way well too, from what you've been
Jason
saying.
will learn the way. Yay.
So yeah. Simon will just sit and he'll like look at the dummies. So and he'll sit on the rock. Let's see. You guys go ham on the dummies. I want to see what you guys are worth. Well, on the battlefield.
Desmond will basically take out some athletic like tapes that you wrap around your hand. Just wrap it around his right quick. And then he'll be like, then he'll hand it over to Jason.
Jason will wrap his hands in a similar fashion. This is not the first time he's done it from the looks of it.
Yep. And basically, he will start punching one of the dummies, basically. Anything that Brawl 2 can showcase some type of skill, but it's not a lot, but it's enough to defend yourself, basically.
Jason appears to have slightly more experience punching things. He has Brawl 3. There's a lot of frustration being channeled into that dummy right now.
Desmond is just going to look over while he's still punching, smiling, because, yeah, punching things do make things feel better.
Jason is not smiling. He looks like he wants to just murder the thing.
Yeah, Simon is just observing. Actually, quite well. Somewhat content at how Jason is going,
Backs up, kicks it a few times,
taking out his anger on the dummy rather than someone else.
Yep, generally seen as a good idea.
You guys are pretty good, especially you, Jason. I can see that you have combat training.
He'll stop and kind of shake his hands a little bit and roll his shoulders. Yeah, I've been in a fight or two.
Also, it's good to, well, take out your anger when you are fighting. It's, as you'll learn, we often have anger inside us that's
the rage.
Yes, you're learning the rage. It's hard to control. So
been brought up a couple times.
If you can learn to use that rage when you're fighting and let it go when you're fighting, it will be easy to control when you are around humans. It will be easier to not let that rage take you over.
What happens if it takes over?
That's when you start. Well, there are two things that can happen. You either, well, deep down we're animals, we're wolves. And as wolves, we have instinct. Instinct tells us that we're not in danger. It's fight or flight. So two things can happen. Either you run away or you start fighting.
I've never been real good at running away.
Well, the thing is, when you start fighting, sometimes you don't make the difference between between foe and friend. You can imagine how messy that can get if you're in public.
It doesn't sound like a good idea.
Yeah, not. Yeah, it's really not. It's at least one of the reasons why cubs are kept on set. It's so that you can get a hold on that rage before you go out, and well, before you go out in the real world, and learn to keep a hold of it, keep a hold on your anger and rage. It's to protect yourselves, but also the people of the city and whoever is around.
Yeah, no, it makes as much sense when you say it as it did when Fights the Week said it. So, yeah, I don't really want to do something that gets some innocent bystander in trouble or anything else. So,
And he'll nod. And he'll get his own dummy. And yeah, start training with them. And I guess we can, well, yeah, I guess we can, the other scene is about to start in not too long, so I guess we can say the camp goes dark as the three start training together. Well, not kind of together. They're each on different dummies. Okay. Well, thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And we'll see you on the next episode of Rage Across New York.